All right, my friends, we are here to dive into the Word, and I am using the Yah scriptures with the Apocrypha. This is a great Bible if you haven't gotten one already. It's very rich. Today I added on all of my tabs to make it a little bit easier. There's a fly that just came in. And it really is a great Bible if you don't already have one. Okay, so I'm going to start with, where are we, 128 in Psalms, also known as Tehillim in the Hebrew version. So Psalms, Tehillim. All right, number 128, a song of degrees. Baruch, which means blessings, are all who revere Yah, God, who walks in his ways. You shall eat the labor of your hands. Be Baruch, be blessings, and let it be well with you. Let your wife be as a fruit-bearing vine within your house, your sons like olive plants all around your table. Look, so shall the man be Baruch, or filled with blessings, who reveres God. Okay, if you revere God, Yah, then you're going to be blessed. God shall Baruch you out of Zion, and let you see the good of Jerusalem all the days of your life, and let you see your children's children. Peace be upon Israel. So, very short verse. Basically, people that are blessed are people that are praising God. It's as simple as that. If you're praising God, if you're in his word, if you're trying to understand his word, if you are making the input into your life to get to know God, to get to know Yah, then he is going to bless you. He is going to bless your path. He is going to bless your way. He is going to bless your abundance. He's going to bless your prosperity. He's going to bless your income. He's going to take away your sorrows. He's going to take away your mourning. He's going to take away your fear. He's going to take away your anxiety, because you're going to be blessed if you're in his book. Okay, so that's Psalm 128 in its simplicity. So now we are going to jump to Proverbs 28. Okay, and this is, Proverbs is also known in Hebrew as Mishli. Okay, so Proverbs Mishli 28. The wicked shall flee, though no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. Let me say that again. The righteous are bold as a lion. Because of transgression of a land, many are its rulers. But by a man of understanding and knowledge, right is maintained. A poor man who oppresses the poor is a sweeping rain that leaves no food. Those who forsake the Torah praise the wicked. Let me repeat that again. This is like a alert. Hey, number 5, hey, those who forsake the Torah praise the wicked. So if you're not in your Bible and you're not getting your Torah, you are praising the wicked. Those who guard the Torah strive with them. Evil men do not understand right ruling, but those who seek God, Yah, understand all. Better is the poor who walks in his integrity. Better is the poor who walks in his integrity than one perverse in his ways who is rich. He who watches over the Torah is a discerning son, but a companion of gluttons shames his father. He who increases his possessions by interest and profit gathers it for him who shows favor to the poor. So if you are showing favor to the poor, God is blessing you with riches, possessions, increase, profit, etc. He who turns away his ear from hearing the Torah. Let me repeat that again. He who turns away his ear from hearing the Torah, even his prayer is an abomination. That means that if you are not understanding God's Torah and you're praying and praying all day long, God is not going to hear you. He is not going to bless you if you are not reading his Torah. He who causes the straight to go astray in an evil way falls into his own pit. Now, if you have met an alcoholic or an addict or a narcissist, you know exactly what I mean about they do evil and they fall in their own pit. But the perfect inherit the good. A rich man is wise in his own eyes, but the poor who has understanding searches him out. Meaning, a poor person may physically not have as many riches, but if a poor man is reading his Torah, he is actually a blessed man and a rich man because he reads the Torah. And the poor man can point out to the rich man who ain't reading his Torah, hey, you're not right with God. When the righteous exult, there is great comeliness, but when the wicked arise, a man is searched for. He who hides his transgressions, meaning if you're hiding your shadow side, does not prosper. If you're hiding your evil and your wickedness, you're not prospering. But he who confesses and forsakes evil finds compassion. If you are confessing to God and to another person the exact nature of your wrongs, you are going to find compassion with God. Baruch is the man who always reveres. Now, the main Baruch that this passage is talking about is Yeshua, the Messiah. He is the Baruch who always reveres God. But he who hardens his heart falls into evil. So if your heart is not right, you're falling into evil. A roaring lion and a charging bear is a wicked ruler over poor people. A leader who lacks understanding is a great oppressor. But the hater of greed prolongs his days. So if you're into minimalism, if you're into RV life, if you're into van life, if you're into living in your car, you have learned the art of minimalism. And you're a hater of greed because in your small space, you can't fit greed, okay? And it says, the hater of greed prolongs his days, meaning you're gonna have a long life because God's blessing you. A man oppressed by blood guilt flees into a pit. You know, these people that are guilty of all kinds of heinous, evil wickedness, and they go down to their underground places of whatever. Let no one help him. Meaning, some people are doomed by what they do because they do not want to turn away from their wickedness. He who walks blamelessly is saved, but the perverted of ways falls at once. He who tills his land is satisfied with bread. Meaning, if you are gardening, if you are harvesting, or if you are saving, if you are prepared, you're satisfied with bread. You're going to have food to eat. But he who pursues vanities, worldly emptiness, is filled with poverty. If you're chasing after the biggest TikTok trend, you know, and it's vanities above all vanities. What does Solomon say? Vanity above all vanities, right? You're filled with poverty. A man of truth has many blessings, but one in a hurry to be rich does not go unpunished. These get-rich quick schemes that are all about the internet, come on, people, wake up. To show partiality is not good. Don't favor somebody and give them partiality when they are doing evilness and wickedness. Do not do that. Because for a piece of bread, a man will transgress. A man will sin if they have wickedness within them. A man with an evil eye runs after wealth and does not know that poverty awaits him. He who reproves a man finds more favor afterward than he who flatters with the tongue. You know, like, just wake up, people. He who robs his father or his mother and says it's no transgression, it's not a sin, he is a companion to a destroyer, meaning you're wicked if you are robbing your parents, okay? He who is greedy stirs up strife. But he who trusts in God, trusts in Yah, prospers. And he who trusts in his own heart, if you're trusting in your own heart, you are a fool. But he who walks wisely is delivered. He who gives to the poor does not lack. So if you are giving, you're not lacking. But he who hides his eyes has many curses, meaning if you keep looking away when people need help, you are cursed. When the wicked rise up, men hide themselves, but when the wicked perish, the righteous increase. So that's the end of 28 Proverbs, or 28 Mishlei. So I hope that that gives you a little bit of insight about some of the things that maybe other people don't want to talk about. And, you know, there is great wisdom in this book, but that means you got to make this book work for you. This is a newer book for me. My other book was just so marked up with, you know, my understandings, and it was time to get a new one. So this is my new one for now. And like I said, this has the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Apocrypha all within one book. So it's pretty amazing. So if you want to learn more about Bible study, I do offer coaching sessions one-on-one to help like flesh out things and make it more understandable and help you get into your own practice of time with God. So have a great day.